I'm Jash, and welcome back to another exciting episode of Jash Reads. Hang on one moment. This series is one where I read books cover to cover and discuss them chapter by chapter. And today we are going to be continuing to read Animorphs, number 13, The Change by K.A. Applegate, and I'm trying to decide if an eyelash is bothering me or not. This is annoying. Yay! Okay, I'm finishing getting set up here in the back, and what the fuck is up with this eyelash? It's like not really bothering me. I mean, it's not hurting, but it's an annoyance. It's just hard to... Ooh. Anyways, I hope you are all doing well, and this week I have voted via mail-in ballot, which I really prefer to in-person voting because social anxiety for one, and two, with mail-in ballots you're really easy to just, look stuff up. Double check, your choices. So, let's see. Don't want to do honey block, but honeycomb block. Yes. Okay, I know what I'm doing with the floor now. Oh yeah, besides, reading a book cover to cover, I also design stuff in Minecraft. And what I've been doing for the last few months is renovating the Darkwood mansion. Why is the words coming to me? Yeah. A little bit of Minecraft and bunch of Animorphs. My favorite series of all time. But yeah, I did mail-in voting, so I've made my choices. And one of the most nerve-wracking thing is honestly writing your signature, because they can sort of screw you over if you do your signature wrong. And you're like, is it too different from what I usually do? So I'm just nervous that my vote won't count because I messed up my signature. Because what if that day I was signing something was the one day my hands decided to do something new and unique with my signature, or just unique enough. Fun times. Oh, last month I actually did not have my periods, and this month it's like my period is having revenge on me for missing a month. And if you wonder why I miss my periods, it's because I get really stressed out sometimes, and my body's like, nope, not this time. So I can actually sometimes, judge how stressed I am during a month by whether or not I get my period. So that's a neat metric, and I know that's not normal because I told my therapist that one day, and she just looked at me like she was reevaluating her life. Creative mode, you can do any sort of block. So I'm going to finish sort of doing the outline to this room, and then we will start reading. Yay. I guess I probably should be saying this more for those of you who watch this live on Twitch, but please in the chat don't do, major Animorphs spoilers. I'm sort of hoping that maybe, just maybe, people are brought into the series into the Animorphs series via my dramatic readings, Okay, we got myself as a raptor thingamajig with my parrot Tobias. Yay! Okay, let me take a drink of water because one of my symptoms this month is my mouth drying out a lot. I'm like extra thirsty actually. Hey Google, stop timer.
Okay, cancel.
Okay, I'm letting Danny out early because it was about to go off as I was beginning to read, so Danny, behave. Oh, my luck, she's gonna start biting Jor in about 2 fucking seconds. Yeehaw! I love birds! They keep me on my toes. Good. Okay, hang on. Just make a tiny adjustment here. Let's hope that my Kindle... Okay, it is bright enough. And it's messing up again by... do I want to waste... Yeah, let's waste some time rebooting this so... Because it's going to fucking bug me. My Kindle now is messing up more when I try to, like, just mess with the settings. Or it doesn't give me the option to return to the home screen or lighting or anything. So, as we wait for the reboot, at least I don't have to stand here doing nothing. I can entertain you by making a floor entirely of honeycombs. Because that is something you can do in game. Why you would want to? Who gives a shit? Okay. Yeah. I'm working on some Animorphs inspired designs on Redbubble. You know, nothing copyrighted, nothing that would, you know, you basically have to know Animorphs to sort of get what I'm going for. The design collection will be called Idiot Teenagers, which is an Animorphs reference. And don't worry, the Kindle's booting up. I really do not want to jinx things, so if you're wondering why I'm not giving you content updates, that is why. Am I superstitious? Yes. Yes, I am. Plus, this is Halloween. You know, the month of the spooky season. If anything supernatural is going to happen, it's going to be when the veil is thin between the worlds. So, you know, don't jinx things. Hey. Okay, this should be soon. Come on, don't mess up. Don't mess up, Kindle. Okay, it looks good. Okay, goddamn. For a moment, it was just white screen, so I was like, "Oh no, this is going to be a very short stream if that's the case." Oh, hope has left my eyes. Okay, open, 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 open. Okay. Okay, I was thinking about more designs for the room, but I'm like, no, I need to start, you know, reading, which is why some of you watch this. Okay, let's continue to read Animorphs, number 13, The Change by Kay Applegate. And tonight, or today, whenever you're watching this, we're going to be reading chapter 11. Let me do some stretches. Okay, and my right arm braces. And I'm dialing. Okay, and my hair and everything's perfect. And here we go. You can open your eyes now, I told Jarahami. He did, and he turned to face himself. Rachel was an identical copy of the Hork-Bajir, grown from his own DNA. I don't know what I expected, but it sure wasn't what happened next. Rachel bellowed in a voice that made the leaves quake. Jarahami responded. Shut up, you idiots! Marco cried frantically. We're halfway surrounded by Yeerks. Shoo! Rachel slashed viciously at the air. She missed Jarahami by an inch. Half an inch. Jarahami responded instantly with a forward stab of one of his big feet. If it had connected, it would have ripped Rachel's stomach open. But the blow missed by a hair. Rachel slashed and Jarahami slashed, but all the blows missed. Not by much, but they did miss. Back off! Jake yelled. Stop it! I could see he was getting ready to jump in between them. That was all we needed. A three-way fight between two Hork-Bajir and a tiger. Jake, wait. I think it's just a ritual. I said, you see this kind of thing all the time in nature. It's a dominance ritual. The two Hork-Bajir had stopped slashing. Now they preened, circling around each other, stretching up on tiptoes to see who was taller. Hey, we so totally do not have time for games, Marco said. He was right. I saw flashlights through the trees. Jarahami and Rachel bent their heads forward and touched their scythe-like horns together with surprising gentleness. Rachel, are you okay in there? I asked her. What? She asked. She was confused. Morphing a new creature is confusing. Sometimes the experience can be overwhelming. The instincts of the creature surface and can even take over control for a while. Or that's what everyone tells me anyway. It's been a while since I morphed. Rachel, we are out of time, Jake said gently. Are you up for this? Yeah, okay, sure. Sorry, I got kind of caught up there for a minute. I'm not getting Jarahami's thoughts or memories, but I definitely got a big bundle of Hork-Bajir instincts. Jarahami, back in the cave, Jake said. Do not come out. Everyone get ready. We just want to lead the Yeerks away. We are not looking for a fight. Rachel, you hear that about not looking for a fight? Sure, Rachel said, even as he slashed at the air, trying out the Hork-Bajir blades. Whatever. Rachel, you can still back out of this, I suggested. I'll bet you $10 she says, let's do it, Marco said quickly. Rachel turned her snake-like head toward Marco and grinned what I think was a Hork-Bajir grin. Let's go for it. Oh man, Marco complained. She cheated! And then the enemy arrived. Suddenly, 4 human controllers armed with guns crashed clumsily into view. And with them, 2 Hork-Bajir. They saw Jake and Rachel and me. They did not see Marco. He lumbered up behind one of the Hork-Bajir, tapped him on the shoulder, and the instant the Hork-Bajir turned, Marco landed a punch that would have split a telephone pole. Kaboom! The Hork-Bajir went down hard. Whoa! one of the humans cried, and suddenly the controllers weren't chasing us. We were chasing them. I flapped hard and landed on Rachel's forward swept horn blade. I gripped the bone blade with my talons. And I need to just take a break to get a drink of water. Hang on. Until my period stops, I think I'm going to need to start getting bigger bottles of water, glasses of water, because the cup size I normally use is good for like an hour or so. To the last 2 days, it is way, way too small. Okay, let's continue with something other than cups. Yay! 3, 2, 1. What are you doing? Rachel asked. Just hitching a ride, I said. I'm not going to be left out. Not this time. Cool. Let's go. Yeehaw! I yelled with totally fake enthusiasm. We took off through the woods. Rachel's Hork-Bajir body had an easy, loping run that was faster than it seemed at first. I sat there holding on tight. I was tense and scared and ready for trouble. But at least I was in the fight, you know? At least I wasn't off somewhere safe while the others ran all the risks. You guys, Cassie called down from above. Stop chasing those controllers. They're setting up a trap. They're leading you right between two bunches of bad guys. Oops. Time to turn around, I told Rachel. Yep. She turned and started running in a new direction. She was like some big tank, and I was the hood ornament. Then, ah! Rachel cried. She pitched forward. I pitched forward. We hit the ground hard and rolled through a juniper bush. Sorry I tripped. You okay, Tobias? Yeah, I think so. I was caught in the branches of the bush. I couldn't fight too hard to get out or I'd damage my feathers. Slice! Slice! Suddenly the juniper branches were gone. All right. I like these blades, Rachel said. Excellent. I fluttered my wings and hopped up to get back on Rachel's horn. But I must have overshot my goal because suddenly I was flying through the air. No, wait, hold on. I was up above the trees. Impossible. How did I get here? I hadn't even flown. I barely hopped and now I was up in the sky. What the? I did a quick turnaround trying to figure out where I was. The sun was setting fast and there wasn't enough light for me to use my full powers of sight. But I wasn't blind either. I saw a horned owl floating just at treetop level. Cassie! But she was so far away. Maybe a quarter mile. No way! I said in total confusion. Then I heard gunfire. Quite close. In fact, just beneath me. Blam! Blam! A human voice yelled, "Freeze! Freeze or I put the next shot in your second heart." There was a small clearing below me. I knew the meadow. It was a territory of a Swanson's hawk. Not as nice as my own meadow, but a nice territory anyway. But I wasn't looking for mice in this clearing. I saw 3 humans, each well armed, surrounding a single Hork-Bajir. Rachel? No, couldn't be. She was back where I should be. Was it Jirahami himself? What was going on? And hang on, I'm going to drink some more water. My voice is going all squeaky today, and I do not know why. Anyways, actually, this is a little low lighting here, so let's... Oh, okay. I thought I just had to press a button and things will light up. Okay, that explains it. Sorry for going a little dark on you there, folks. I did not mean for that. I thought I had a trick where I didn't have to move that much, but I did not have that trick, apparently. So, let's get back to the show. I'm getting back! Jeez, guys. I noticed that one of the human controllers seemed to be sick. He was doubling over, like he was having a spasm. No, wait! He was morphing. It took a few seconds for me to be sure, but when I saw the extra stalk eyes appear and the sharp-tipped tail, I knew. It was an Andalite. There are only 2 Andalites on planet Earth. One is Axe. The other is not a true Andalite at all. It's a Yeerk who uses an Andalite body. The only Andalite controller in all the galaxy. The only Yeerk to have the power to morph. Our greatest enemy. Leader of the Yeerk invasion of Earth. Murderer of Axe's brother, Alfangor. Fisher 3. And with that cliffhanger, that is where we end this chapter and put Danny in timeout. Thanks for waiting till the end of the chapter to fuck up Danny. Hey Google, set 35-minute timer.
Sure, 35 minutes.
Okay.
Starting now.
Yeah. Danny does really good some days, other days, yeah. So yeah, Fisher 3 is a morph and also helps show the difference, I guess, in maturity between Fisher 3 and Axe, because whenever Axe is a morph, he stands out like a sore thumb even when he's not, trying to. Like all the human senses just sort of overwhelm his delicate Andalite brain, but Fisher 3 can hide in so well he just looks like another human. And God, let me see what happens if I tear down that wall. Well, that look good on the other side. Oh well. Try it out anyways. But anyways, yeah, what's interesting about Fisher 3's appearance and this chapter is that the other time we saw Fisher 3 and Human Morph, he was definitely seemed like the leader. He's definitely pointed out. This person right here is in charge. Oh, this looks pretty good. Yet in this chapter, he's not shown to, be in any sort of leadership role. He's just like this one dude. Like it could be anyone. And I don't know, that seems really strange for Fisher 3, who usually likes to be, haha, look at me, look how powerful I am, haha, I'm the best thing ever. See, I have an Andalite morph, which means my opinion matters more than any of yours, haha. So I don't know, maybe... why would Fisher 3 not let his ego guide his actions. Like, this is actually something pretty rational all around. Maybe it's just he's... What's that here? Maybe he is, you know, really freaked out about the Hork-Bajir escaping, and so, you know, doesn't want to scare them off. Because if controllers hunt down the Hork-Bajir, they're going to be afraid, run, but Visher 3 does? Or, I mean, maybe Visher 3 thinks that the only way the Hork-Bajir could escape is through the help of an Andalite bandit, and so that means he wouldn't be really afraid of scaring off the Hork-Bajir. What he'd be afraid of would be, you know, alerting the Andalite bandits, as he calls them, to his presence. Yeah, just really odd. A thing I like to bring note to is that okay, I was going to say something, but it would spoil, so I'm going to do it in a non-spoilery way of saying Tobias really showed some pride there. Like the... Oh, why am I going for the cell phone instead of the Kindle? Jesus fucking Christ, Jash. Jeez. Where he's got, like, he's under confusion about, you know, what's going on. All this weird shit is going on, and yet he takes the time to critique another meadow. I knew the meadow. It was the territory of a Swanson's hawk. Not as nice as my own meadow, but a nice territory anyway. Notice that? Not as nice as my own. I have the best fucking meadow ever. You know, it's, you know, not too shabby. But this meadow's not too bad. Like, he can be freaked out, but he's like, I'm... This meadow, I would never... I just find it funny. Like, hey, in the middle of a life or death situation, suddenly it's like... life or death situation is like, let's critique this other hawk's meadow, because why not? Okay, let's see, where are... Ah, the beehives. Just really, you know, strange, really sticking out there. So I like bees in this game, if you couldn't tell. No, why not little beds here? Yeah, little honey beds. Yeah, that'd be good. Let's see, yellow, because honey. Let's see, just around this. Okay. Let's see, what final thing do I want to bring up in this chapter? The fact that... Do we want more beds here? Yeah, honey beds. Honey beds. Is... Tobias really feels guilty for not being able to morph. And he definitely feels sad about the topic. He, hitches right on Rachel for no other reason than, he doesn't want to feel left out again. He doesn't want the love of his life to be, risking hers and him to be nice and safe. I can't place flowers on honeys, can I? I do not think I can. No, I cannot, so I'm gonna have to get some dirt. So yeah, he gets onto Rachel for no other reason than I don't want to feel like a coward. I don't want Rachel to risk her life while I'm safe. Because if, something happened, he would never, ever forgive himself. Another hint of him feeling inferior because he can't morph is the fact that when he talks, Rachel sort of loses herself in the morph to start with. Actually, we need grass. Something nice and green. So when Rachel, is just starting to get used to the Hork-Bajir morph and is just getting overwhelmed by all those Hork-Bajir, instincts, chief of which is a dominance thing, which is fun to think about because they're an extremely pacifistic race. But anyways, as Tobias is explaining what's going on with Rachel about how sometimes when you morph something new, you just sort of get lost those instincts. You temporarily forget who you are and that you are in fact not the morph. And then, but as he's describing this, he also goes, well, that's what they all tell me, because it's been a while, because he feels inferior because he can't morph. And because he can't morph, he can't risk his life with the rest of them. Yeah, it's not a good situation for him. It sucks. The thing is, he's not inferior because he basically has a disability. He's worth just as much as any of them. And that will be it for the analysis portion. If you feel like there's something if you feel there's something that you wanted me to talk about but I didn't, please, comment, ask your questions below. But please remember that I am hoping against all hope that people discover Animorphs through these videos, so, no major spoilers in the comments section. Now, usual, like, subscribe, and my question for this video is, how do you think you would have reacted to morphing a Hork-Bajir for the first time? What do you think the instincts would be like? What do you think you would admire the most? Rachel really fucking loves those blades. Comment down below, and in a moment I will be getting to the links section, and the links, Yeah, if you're watching this on Twitch, if you're watching this live after this stream, I will be adding the links down in the description. And with YouTube, if you're watching on YouTube, links are right in the description. Now, right now, I'm going to be adding lovely, lovely bees. And I'm going to need to count. So, you know, just give me a moment. Oh, bed is too far. 1, 2. Like, I thought I was doing it correctly. And I was just pointing to bed. 1, 2, 3. Okay, there we go. Let's see. 1, 2, 3. Okay. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Where? Okay, good. That's the one I wanted to go. 1, 2, 3. Okay, where are you going? Where's everyone going? I thought we had a system, folks. Do you not like that one? See, nothing seems to be blocking them. Okay, I have no clue what's up with the bees. No clue. So, a little warning about the links. Some of them will be Amazon associate links, which means that besides giving money to creators, you'll also be giving a little money to me so you can... And the chat just... the cell phone fell down for whatever reason. So, the Amazon links are perfect for supporting original creators and me at the same time. Okay, let me find another room to work on. Okay, it's nighttime. Oh, maybe that's why the bees aren't going in, because they don't go to sleep. Their beds at night. Oh, that sucks. Okay. Or we could plant other crops. Let's see a good crop. How about beets? Coca beans. Can we plant coca beans? Oh, let's find out. I'm sorry. We cannot plant coca beans, apparently. Okay. Okay, I want beetroots for some reason. Anyways, let's get into the links, folks. Let's see. What's in 2020? God, spam. Can't wait till after election so I can stop having that shit in my inbox. Anyways, the first link will, of course, be a link to buy your very own copy of Animorphs, number 13, The Change by K. Apple. Oh shit. God. Okay, let's start here. will be, of course, to get your very own copy of Animorphs number 13, The Change by Kay Applegate. Animorphs is hands down my favorite series of all time. That's, you know, I read as a kid, and when I started to reread the series as an adult, I sort of got afraid, because what if all those good memories were wrong? What if I read it again and I thought it was just the most horrible thing I had ever read, and go, what did I waste my childhood on? Luckily, that was not the case. I think we can improve that a little bit. Yeah, and please remember, this dramatic reading is just an adaptation, and this adaptation is, of course, limited by my talent or lack thereof. So, you know, keep that in mind. And the next link is to my Twitter account. You know, Twitter's... Yeah, I can understand if you don't use Twitter anymore, because, yeah, block feature. Haha, if you haven't heard about that shit, you know, look that up. But anyways, you know, there's link to my Twitter, so if you want to discuss Animorphs at all hours of the day and night, you know, let's do that. I love Animorphs, and it's highly, highly unlikely that you're going to talk too much Animorphs to me. That wasn't way too much. That just is not at all a likely possibility. And if you do talk about Animorphs too much to me, you know, congrats, you deserve an award. We never thought that would happen, but, you know, you proved me wrong. Oh, and just remember, if you do decide to talk about Animorphs with me, that I will be talking spoilers unless you tell me, hey, I only got to this point in the series and I don't want to, you know, be spoiled about, you know, anything beyond this point. Oh, no, I don't want that. Yeah, and you don't have to just talk about Animorphs to me, you can talk about any nerdy subject. I mean, I play a shitload of Skyrim, so if you want to talk about Skyrim, you know, let's talk all night and day about that. I'm trying to find a good... Oh, off the dark there. So would that work good? Yes, it does. We'll give a little food. Yeah, and the next link will be to... Let's see. Will be to my Patreon. So, you know, if you want to help support everything I do, you know, all the streams I do, everything I'm doing on my blog, the books I'm releasing, you know, Patreon's a good way to do that, and I do have 2 tiers. One tier is to... The $1 tier is to see my red bubble designs earlier. I mentioned I was going to do Animorphs themed. You know, and the ones I have done up to this point are all on Patreon, and hopefully in a week or so I'll have the final design done, and then I'll slowly be releasing on Redbubble. So if you want to see the designs before then, you know, $1 tier. And the $5 tier is, hang on, let's see, what was I doing here? Oh yeah, food. Just simple food. Isn't there like soup and stuff? Oh, well, hang on. Let's see. Soup. But anyways, the $5 tier is to see covers. You know, the cover reveals are there. Oh. So if you want to see, say, the next Kafka's Men books cover, which is also where the title reveal will be, you know, $5 tier. And one perk that's not on any tier is, you know, is a preview of the first chapter of any upcoming Kafka's Men book. So, okay, that's. Let me get a good picture here. And about Kafka's Men, that is the final, and is that fourth link? Let's see. See, 1, 2. Yeah, the fourth and final link is to my Kafka's Men series. Kafka's Men is a slow-burning reverse harem romance, which basically means one person, one woman gets more than one guy. It's like, why choose between, you know, good options. So yeah, and hi. So yeah, that's Kafka's Men. I'm doing the finishing touches to the stream. I'm just yeah. And I'm currently working on the 8th and not final book, dear Lord, it's not, the series isn't even halfway done. But yeah, I'm currently working on the 8th book in the series. I think to the halfway point in chapter 2. So it's good. Okay. And so that will be this stream today. And Danny's doing well. Yeah. George is guarding her. Oh, and we have a little bee visitor. In game. These should help the crops grow. Yay! So that'll be it for this stream. Thank you all for watching. And again, you know, get out there and vote. If you're you know, can't, God, what age can you vote in the US? 18. So if you're at least 18 years old, you know, go out and vote. I completed mail-in voting because our country's going to shit, and this is one way we can try to correct things. And until next time,